1929, he unleashes the poorest peasants against the land-owning farmers, called kulaks. All such class enemies are to be exterminated.
The order that Stalin gave for the liquidation of the kulaks as a class is the first legal order of a state for the mass murder of its own citizens.
They were no more than rats. They had to be wiped out. They were vermin.
Then, in the name of liberating them, Stalin forces the peasants to work on vast collective farms. To speed Russia's rapid industrialization, he confiscates the grain, using it to feed factory workers in the cities and to sell abroad. Propaganda films portray the collective farms as a triumph. But the truth is exactly the opposite. Production collapses, and famine breaks out across the Soviet Union.
Stalin must have foreseen there would be a famine. He probably didn't foresee that it would kill probably 10 million people. By 1933, you had cannibalism all over southern Russia. It was the most appalling man-made famine in history, and it was done deliberately.
Stalin does not care about the deaths in the countryside. It's a price worth paying for his revolution.
Stalin once said, the death of one man is a tragedy. The
Statistic.
death of a million is a statistic. A Bolshevik like Stalin, and Stalin prided himself on this, could look at things harshly with toughness. And as he said to Lenin, my hand will not tremble.
In the cities, news of the famines is suppressed. But it starts to leak out. One night, in the Kremlin, Stalin is enjoying a dinner party with his second wife, Nadia.
He didn't want everybody, particularly his family, to know what was going on. They would have regarded this annihilation of the peasant classes as a betrayal of their ideals.
But Nadia has heard the rumors about the extent of the famine.
They sort of gazed at each other across the table, and she got up and flounced out.
Hey! Stop writing!
She was very, very upset.
Later, in her room, she writes a note condemning Stalin.
She didn't believe that anything that Stalin was doing in his policies were the right policies. She couldn't go along with collectivization and the annihilation of the peasant classes. This was certainly such a challenge thrown down Stalin that he was wrong.
Later that night, Nadia takes the only way out.